Yeah, YouTube. Listening. We're live. Uh, oh shit. Can you see me, YouTube? This is 10 Staincliffe Crescent. Well, today has been one motherfucker of a day. Oh yeah. Let me tell you all about it. So, I was in town having a sarnie. Sat there having a sandwich. Right? Now, they keep going on about spiritual aspect to this. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Don't let anybody give you anything or try and force anything on you. Right? This white girl and two Asian lads, obviously they had money. Obviously they had money, but they were just acting odd. You understand? Everything now I look at is odd. They're odd. All of this is odd. Do you understand? The phone I'm operating on is fucking odd. Okay? All of it is odd. From the time you realize they've got a blanketing, cloaking field, it projects from your phone, your TV, the electricals in your house. They've developed it so idiots like me think it's normal. Yeah? It's this field that I can see with my own eyes. I've been telling everybody I can see the air. I can't see the air. I can see the field. I can actually see it. It's this cloaking field that they're using to hide their identity. They don't look anything like me, right? Apparently, also they say I'm from the tribe of Adam. I don't even believe that, mate. I don't know what I am, right? All I know is these two Asian guys and this girl come up, right? Start talking about money. Oh, can I lend them a fiver? Nothing specific. Can I give them a fiver? Right? Didn't look like they were begging. Didn't look like. In fact, the guy that asked me is fat. Not that I'm sizes, but I'm just thinking if you're begging somebody for money, like I did at one point, then you're probably doing it because you're hungry. I think Arisha was just across the road. I'm pretty sure that was Arisha. The way she moved and the hat and everything. Almost positive. It's a shame I didn't catch her on camera, but I'm pretty sure that's Arisha. I could be wrong, but that person looked really snidey and sneaky and kind of looked like... I could be wrong. Anyway. So I said to the Asian guy, I said, why haven't you got any money? He goes, it's just what my parents give me is pocket money, innit? I ain't got anything. And then he goes, but you know us people have money, man. And then touch me. Now listen, the fiver is one aspect of it. Touching you is another. Okay? They do it habitually, want to do it. It's something. Don't let them touch you. Right? Don't let no strangers in the street, unless you're homeless, looking for food, give you money. Right? Because 2 seconds later, this woman walks up to me. I've just bought myself some clothes and I'm sat there with my sandwich, so I've got money, right? New clothes, obviously new clothes, and a pair of crutches. And she goes, here, love, something like, this is for you. I go, what's this for? And she goes, spend it anyhow you want, and then trots off. Now, explain that to me. All right. So I gets to Sainsbury's. And then me fucking cousin turns up. But we know me family's involved in this. All right, okay, hold on. Rewind. Because my only family is those that are not around me. These are not my family. These are not my neighbours. These are not my friends. You get me? My sisters aren't my sisters. Do you understand? They're not my sisters. My mother and father weren't my mother and father. Fuck knows who they were. I mean, obviously, those were images of dead people, innit? Shit. Anyway, um, they can think whatever they want. Let me tell you something now, right? 99.9% of what I know is through observations and through them making mistakes. Okay? Them making mistakes. Okay? Showing me things about them that had nothing to do with me. Things they are, things they do, things I've seen, nothing to do with me. Listen, a lot of things can be put down to coincidence or maybe or you explain a trail of what looked like aluminium particulates. And I mean, when I say particulates, I mean minuscule nanoparticles, okay? Particulates of aluminium floating out of Arisha's mouth like a snake to about the length of a foot and a half, and then just dissipating in the air, just disappearing in the air. Dissipating. It just disappeared in the air. Okay? Now, everything else, you tell me, yeah? And then you tell me that you can fit that into some box. Because I can't fit that into no box. Okay? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, the camera's trying to project a false image. Oh, the phone. Yeah. Listen, let me show you something. I'm 51 years old. Yeah. I say my cousins aren't my cousins, and my mother's not my mother, my father's not my father. Missing. Boom. Can come this is the clean teeth and the hair and the jobs and the nice houses and the affluent this and that and connected and loads of money in bank accounts and ooh, aren't I fabulous? They're associated, ingrained with something that mutilates innocent babies. I am one. Okay? Scars all over my fucking body. Right? Scars all over my body. They're out there laughing. Right? They can laugh as much as they want. But what they're trying to do is impose madness, paranoia, panic, fear, guilt, and they're trying to use my whole life as a subject for their hatred. Now, think about this. I would have to say they're morally correct. Hold on a minute. Really? How do you moralize on a baby? How do you decide what that person, how that person is, what that person does fucked up? I'd say pretty much fucked up. Whatever I do is pretty much fucked up. Am I trying to explain away? No. I've been played and controlled. Not only these scars, my childhood friends were gang stalking me and doing the exact same thing as these motherfuckers here. When I trawl back through my history, listen, this isn't a program of something you put down on a computer and the government sanctions it and it's a worldwide protocol. This is a spiritual, telepathic, jumping out the bodies, fucking using cloaking fields, ancient technology, fucking all kinds of shit going on here, right? And basically, I was born an anomaly. And so they operated on me. They made sure that my life is as hard as fuck. Yeah. And they guided, molested, groomed the whole, until I become aware. They've groomed the whole of my life. Everything. Katie, Arisha, my mum, my dad, even my fucking bunkmates in prison. Fucking hell, man. You understand? Everything has been controlled and manipulated in one way or another. Okay? And from the time you realize that you can't, honestly, how the fuck can I blame myself? If I was in a world where this hadn't happened and my choices were my choices and weren't influenced by anybody or anything that had happened to me, then I'd say, yeah, have a fucking go. But that ain't so. No. No, 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 no. That ain't so at all. You explain to me, I'm 51 years old, and they're young, right? Just like me. Young, tiny fucking, well, not babies, right? From about, I'd say, about 11 years old up to about 15 years old. Even before then, actually. Way before then. Right? I'm on about the influence of my friends at school. That's when I started to notice weird shit. But there was weird shit happening in the home as well. Even my mother was grooming me. I thought no, 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 no. I don't know whether, I don't know. But I know for a fact that they have been monitoring me and they've been watching me for a long time. And they've been waiting to see if I have fucking dreams or whether I'm gullible enough to believe I have dreams of the future. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I trust my inclinations and I've seen shit outside of their scope of influence that belies their identity. And that's as far as I'm going to go. Simple as. Simple as. Oh, let me give you an example of what this disgusting gang stalking shit is like, right? My sister's from Jamaica, come over, older than me, and start raping me. So then I'm used to sex. Right? Not so long back, one of my nieces, in fact, one of my nieces in Huddersfield. Oh, listen, even my own kids. Oh, shit, man. I ain't done what the fuck? My daughter came up to my flat, right? And Arisha, I made a bivouac, a bed, a temporary fucking bed on the living room floor for Arisha and me. Them flats are like paper wall, thin fucking wall. You tell me what my morals are right? Whether I'm screwed up, whether this is fucked up, whether I am the fucking monster here, or whether it's them two playing fucking games. Listen. So me and Arisha's on the fucking floor now, right? Sleeping. And this isn't at third night or some shit. And Alana's in the bed on her own. I made it clear because I suspected and Arisha wasn't fucking acting right anyway. And plus, she's a psychiatric patient. I told her to stay away from my daughter. Don't go in my daughter's bedroom when she's asleep. Is that fair enough? I think so. Leave her alone. Okay, fair enough. She agreed. So now, she starts on the third night about 3:30 at night. And it's one of them nights where I'm fucked out of my head and I ain't taking anything. Because she's been spiking me from time. Every time she wants to do something or a certain point or something, she's spiking me. Like I'm being spiked now, trust me. Right? So she's arguing with me about how I'm showing Alana more affection. I says, how's that then? She says, well, since Alana's been here, you won't have sex with me. Do you understand? I won't have sex with her. All right? So I ends up fucking nearly falling asleep through the argument. And next thing I know now, Arisha's gotten up and gone into the bathroom. And I'm there late there, struggling to stay awake, and then I fall asleep. And the next thing I know, it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Alana comes running into the bedroom. Arisha's fucking weird. She's in the bed touching me hair. Right? That's what Alana said. Right? Know why I'm laughing? Right? She's my so-called dad's daughter. She isn't my daughter. That's number one. Right? That's figured out. That's number one. That's not my daughter. Okay? That's probably why she resembles me. I don't know, actually. She doesn't. I don't think so. Anyway. And then she sometime the end of that argument was, right, Arisha, I said, why the fuck did you go in the room? And she goes, well, you were showing your daughter, I wanted to show your daughter some of the affection you were showing her. No, I wanted to show your daughter, you were showing your daughter affection, so I wanted to show your daughter affection as well. And those were her words. So what that means, you show somebody affection when they're in bed, show them affection when they're up and about in the flat. I don't know. You tell me. Okay, story end and closed. But that's not it. And then Alana comes up to my fucking flat with this girl. And what she said, I remember this girl's 14 years old. Oh, no, remember, she said something about her age. Incongruously, she said something about her and the girl's age. And it stuck in my head, about 14 or some shit. And then there was one part where I'm stood right in the corner of the kitchen, and she stood in the other half of the kitchen. And she's going at me like that. I've seen Katie get that. I've seen Arisha get that down there as well. Right? So I'm figuring it's the same shit. So I ignored that. And I got pissed off actually because some cigarettes and shit got stolen. And I think I got a nasty vibe about the whole thing. So I pulled Alana. Fucking go and ask her. I pulled Alana in the bedroom. And I said, Alana, what's going on, man? Huh? Well, this sexual shit, do you think I'm some nasty old fucking pervert who wants to sleep with you? And she nodded her head and said, yes. I said, get the fuck out of it, man. Ask her. I said, get the fuck out of it. Nasty is what nasty does. So her running into the fucking bedroom, right, is gang stalking. Understand, they're working in unison to create a situation, a story, a scenario. Okay? This is what's happened all my life. It's sick. I'm not like this. They are. They are the ones that are creating the energy. They're doing the theatre, so they're creating the energy, the situations, the scenarios. They're pumping the people into my life. Arisha more or less admitted that this is something from Huddersfield from way back when and my family and the rest of it. She's already fucking more or less, she's not mentioned names, but she didn't have to do because I know the names. All of them. Shit, man. Am I here alone? Are there others like me? Because I hear about gang stalking on the internet, but I don't hear about. But I hear people saying, "Oh, I was this and I was that." 25 years later, this happened to me from birth, mate. Okay, 52 years old this year, birth. Okay, so you tell me. I've got police rushing in here acting like twats. I've got guys over there with what look like rifles, microwave rifles, or if it's not microwave rifles, that's what they want me to think. I've got lights coming on late. I've got dirty, fucking disgusting water coming out the fucking taps. It's not drinkable. Trust me, the water is not drinkable. Everything about this house has been designed to kill me off, fuck me up. Yeah. If they can't do it spiritually, they'll do it physically. And that's what this house is about. Yeah. So whether I want to or not, I got to leave this house. Because this house, I've discovered that certain places, there are setups. They're just big stinking setups. No matter what you want to do, it's a setup. They can back off for a little while. And the reason why they back off, because, oh, you threatened to leave, you threatened to leave. Well, guess what, gang stalkers? Think about it. TIs, Gangstalking. What do all gangstalkers say? ISOLATING. Oh no, isolated, isolated. Why do they want to corral you into a area? Do you feel like your elf in the proximity of your house where they want to contain you is making you ill, physically ill? Is it metaphysical or is it physical? Or is it a bit of both? I suggest it's a bit of both. I suggest that they've been hacking my internet for years. I've not realized. I've been a dickhead for years. All them things that get closed down, they're getting closed down. I don't give a fuck all, mate. Trust me. Kiss me ass. I don't owe them nothing. Everything's a setup. They fucked with even. I got some couches, two-seater couches from Littlewoods through internet, through email, online shopping, and when you do an EMF read on the couches, just where you would place your posterior, that is the only area that gives high EMF readings. That so happens to coincide with my bad lower back that's developed over a few years and my bad hips. But since not sitting on them, the pressure, or rather the symptoms have relieved. So I would suggest that, if you're a TI, everything about you, mate, is bugged. Trust me. Oh, and another thing as well. I heard nobody say anything about this, right? But they can call me insane, they can say what they want, right? But there are many things that I know. And these things are given to me as glimpses, one-time view from whoever's guiding me. One time, that's it. And I'm supposed to realize from that. I don't take things that make me hallucinate, right? Okay. I put this phone that I'm recording on now, my finger was about, I'd say, nearly an inch away from the phone when it seemed a force, an energy, like a fucking finger, a tiny little energy thing, like one of them alien things reaching up, like Alive, that film, if you've seen it, like how that transmuted from nothing to like a little finger, that reached out from the phone, but it wasn't solid, but I was allowed to see it. Trust me. Just like I've seen those that dye their pigments black when they're not black. Just like I've seen the lizard tails. Just like I've seen the thing floating up in the air. Just like I've seen their mad crazy eyes. Just like I've seen their androgyny. You get me? Yeah. Just like how I've seen how you see, they can't be in total control because when you put a camera on them, they shit themselves. So that must mean I'm not here on my own. Or that must mean that there are others that, if they knew about this shit, would put a stop to it. That means, although they are the power, they're, I don't think, legitimate authority. Well, they're not a legitimate authority. We know it's not legal. But I think there's a thing to do with them. I don't know. It's got more to do, I think, with legality. That's what I think. Who the fuck this are? Who cares? Who the fuck cares, mate? Listen, this has got more to do with pushing buttons and shit. I've been handed over to these fools here in Staincliffe Crescent, and it was quite obvious from when? I mean, shit, I had 2 A4 fucking... I was talking to somebody on the phone. Somebody from... I think it was fucking Damien Furness, to be honest. Damien Furness. and talking about me being able to go anywhere in Europe with my fork truck licenses, and he goes, "No, you can't." And I say, "Yeah, I can, mate, because mine's at RTITB, recognised anywhere in Europe." Okay, and as soon as I left my flat, what happened? Both of them went missing. Both of them went missing. Walked out my flat. Oh, and the greatest trick they pulled is this one. The night of the rape. I would beg and ask anybody to go and have a look at my medical files from Park Lane. Go and have a look and ask the doctors. Does it say that Wilton said he was looking at what was going on? Did Wilton say that he was about 20, 25 feet in the air looking at what was going on? Now, they can say whatever the fuck they want, but I will say this. Who can be in two places at once? Who can occupy the same space at the same time? Now I know what's going on and what's been going on. I know that what happened to me wasn't right. That was them. That's what you call one of them. Listen, mate, they're crazy. Yeah, I might have done other things believing that. Yeah, I might have done other things believing that. That's true. I'm not gonna just totally forgive myself because I have done some fucking bad things, some horrible things. Oh yeah, some things that weren't warranted. Oh yeah, I've done things. But I would say this: being molested and groomed into me by them. Would you really want to throw morality up in the air and say, well, we've known about and what they've done to him and everything? But you know what it is? Although he was a baby and shit, let's just ignore that bit. Although we played with him and guided him, let's just ignore that bit. Although we didn't give him what he should have had, because he is what he is. Why didn't they just kill me as a fucking baby, man? Huh? I think it would have been more humane, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that have been more humane? To just kill me whilst I didn't have any knowledge of all this shit. Huh? Hey, boy. I had a backslide tonight. I had a smoke. Fuck that. I had a smoke. It hadn't affected me. In fact, if anything, it's made me more resolute to stop that shit. Because I'm just trotting back over where I've been, do you understand? To make sure that I ain't made no fucking mistakes. I need to see what I'm seeing on the TV and in front of me isn't isolated to just this address and I'm just going crazy. All right, it's from the other address. It's from my childhood. It's from everywhere. They're everywhere. And this thing ain't no little program that's just boom. This is the Bible code. This is what that woman was saying. Trust me. This fits in with what I know. There's no, when I look at places on the TV where they're showing, all right, they may be making up a lot of the places, but they're actually, some of them are actually filmed in like remote fucking places. And even some of the shit they show on the wildlife programs, you know, these places, some of these places are fucking remote as fuck. The Amazon jungle. Yeah, you can go for days and weeks and months without seeing nobody. But yeah, the motherfuckers are there. Oh yeah. Moses was murdered. This is when it's been going on since. It's been going on since then. They impersonated Moses. When Moses came down from the rock, he started giving thanks and praise to their God. Yeah, the God of the Old Testament, the bloodthirsty one, the one who wants murder and this and that, and go murder all the villagers and murder all the children out of fucking sacrifice and go and kill your brother or your son. Yeah, yeah. And burn animals and the rest of it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Same one. Same God of the Old Testament. Yeah, and when you check him out, in my imposter, is in power and in my imposter. Well, he's not. He's already said and declared to him his power is not going to remain. His power is not going to remain. And it's now his power is going 600 years. He declared it himself, and plus 6,000 years, and plus something else is going to happen as well to break the fucking electrical field. You see, they've got a cloak, and I suppose in their position, I would feel way powerful. But you know what comes with false security, don't you? When that coat's taken away, how are you going to act? What are you going to be like? Do you think you're laughing at me? This is a time and a chance for you guys to decide how and what's going on for yous. But you are doing in the worst, terriblest blood clot way. So just carry on. Carry on. Carry on. You must be going a good one anyway, so might as well just done it in a wuss way. Fucking hell. Shit. Time is it? Fucking place is mad. I don't want to drink anything from this house. I don't want to eat anything from this house. I should imagine the gas is giving a little bit of a toxic blowback. There'll be coils and shit probably embedded in the concrete, in the foundations, or if not, in the chimney blocks, and that's why the chimneys are all blocked up and there's shit in them. I mean, you just run your EMF meter all over the fucking place, right, to get the anomalous readings. Yeah, and you imagine those readings all day. Yeah, imagine dropping a stone, right? Just one stone, and the rippling out, and it'll disappear. Once that energy dissipates, it's gone. Drop one stone, then another, then another, then another, then another, then another, then another, and carry on doing that. Incrementally, all day, over a 2.5 year period. I've got lumps at the back of my neck. My neck, I can't get my neck to stop hurting, no matter what I do. Okay? And I know that it's a slow radiation that they're doing. The headache. Slow radiation. Trust me. They are fucking with me and they are messing me up. Okay? And because they're all over the place, you see, gangstalkers, you get TIs, they think it's electronic, they've got gangs of them, this. No, they've got those that have, like these over here, they've got authority, and or rather, they have connections with authority and they work for authority, and then it ripples outwards, and then the hospital's just there. And then there's the other idiots that want to jump in on the bandwagon. But the truth of the matter, this wagon's been rolling a long time, way before these lot. So they can carry on patting themselves on the back as much as they like. The fact of the matter is, I myself have noticed, okay, I'm not just talking gang stalkers, because they do it. They do it deliberately. But if you look beyond the gang stalkers, you'll begin to notice people who, when they are driving at a distance and the speed they are driving at, and where their attention is. I'm in the back seat of a taxi and they're noticing me, mate. Do you understand? And I'm not talking about me talking about it. So the gang stalkers fabricating it. Do you understand? I'm on about sitting back, recognizing what the gang stalkers do, and realizing what you're seeing. Do you understand? Yeah? It's deeper than the facade they are trying to show you. Yeah? My energy is different from theirs. They obviously are using a field, right? An electrical field, and they're hiding their identity. You think about it. And I'm walking around and I'm not one of them. Yeah? And this is, I mean, if you think about it as well, when I was up by Malacco's, this same series of questions was said to me. How long you lived around here? How old are you? Where are your parents from? Where are you originally from? One, can't believe you're alive and you live round here. Two, the technology is the gang stalking aspects of it. Right? They can upload you through voice recognition. That's why they ask you questions, or they want to be near you when you talk. So AI can recognize your voice. Yeah. Select your profile. Upload you onto the fucking devious mad program. Because trust me, they've got that. If I've seen this phone do what it's fucking done, then they've got that. Right? They've got that. This phone is actually capable of way more than my brain can comprehend. And that's because my brain has been dulled. My pineal gland has been fucked up from years of fluoride. It solidifies it, yeah. So you're not in as tune. And other drugs as well that they give naturally through the food and the air and the water and everything. Everything. The druggers and dumbers down. Even the field, the cloaking field, will have that kind of an effect as well, I believe. They are real masters at what they're doing, and they believe they have all the time, all the power, and all the might. I don't even think they believe what's coming. I don't think. I think what they say, seeing is believing. Do you get it? Seeing is believing, because you believe in what you're seeing, but it's not what you're seeing. That's why they say what they say. All of the way they take the piss out of us is all there in your face. All of it's in your face. All of it is in your face, mate. God. It's the title. Genetically altered DNA. There's loads of little fucking clues that dotted about, thrown in your face. Trust me. They want you to worship the moon on cycles. Yeah. They want you to worship something called the Sabbath. Yeah. Which is counted on a day. Right? Remember this. It's counted on a day. And it sounds like, well, it's the same, innit? Sabbath, Black Sabbath. I mean, this is what they're about. Do you understand? This is them. Yeah? All those Hebrew Jews who are following the Bible, right? Listen, mate. Your inclinations inside should be screaming at you, okay? Without any input from any of that. You should be seeing shit and you should know shit, yeah, from just your own experiences. And then you should go on a journey like I have. I've gone through Islam. I've gone through Jihadism or whatever you want to call it. I've gone through Catholicism. I've gone through Christianity. I've gone through them all. Right? And like a cheap tart, they leave you unsatisfied. You get me? They don't work. They're not right because they don't click with your inclination. You don't start to see you when your inclination is being feathered by information, then one thing happens as a result. You start to see your confusion. Your confusion becomes clear. All the things you knew start to fall into place, and you begin to see what you've been seeing, but without seeing. Do you understand? Because we all look and don't see nothing. It's time we need to see. Trust me. They're battering down the doors. And they're battering down the doors because they know their doors are being battered down. Their doors are being battered down. Trust me. Oh, and another thing as well. If there's any of you genuine out there, listen to me. From the time you know, bing, you know, this is when your meat is being weighed, okay? Because you're no longer innocent. Do you understand? There's no more innocence. Yeah? This is why they lifelong want you to participate in the things they do. Trust me. Oh, yeah. Sexual habits. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't have sex with none of them. None of them. Keep yourself away from them. Trust me. I don't care what they look like. It's a setup. If you're like me, they're coming to you deliberately. It's a setup. Stay away from them. Don't eat the same foods they eat, namely meat. Okay? Don't eat it. Don't eat it. If you kick your foot against the wall, what occurs? Pain or joy? Some psychos will say joy. I would say do it hard enough until your thigh snaps in half and then tell me it's joy. Obvious. Pain. If you put death on your plate, what do they say about violence? Violence begets violence. So doesn't it follow that death begets death? Isn't it death, dead meat you're putting on your plate? It's a dead animal. What life-sustaining nourishment do you think you're going to get from dead meat? It has stopped living. It's decaying. Every second it sat there at the butcher's from the moment its life force was drained out of it. So it's not fresh. Nothing's fresh. The minute you kill it, it's decaying. And it symbolizes, well, it doesn't symbolize, it's death. You're eating death. I don't know why nobody gets it, man, but I've been doing it a lot because they've been making me sick. And I've been thinking that I need to put vitamins, minerals, this, whatever, and the rest of the crap in me. I tell you what, I think I'd rather go for the genetically altered fucking vegetables and shit because even if it does fuck me up, at least I know I ain't eating meat. And that's my choice. I'm not eating meat. Fuck it. Milk, meat. And mean, it drives them mad as well. It gives them a certain lust. I've seen this and I can't join in it, man. I can't join in it. I'm not the same. This is why. When I look at me and the things they've attempted to draw me into, even the things they've drawn me into, even the things that I've been drawn into as a result, do you understand? I'm not holding my hand up and say, oh, I've never done anything. I'm not a robot. I've not had a fucking what's it stuck up my ass, right, with some remote control, or maybe I have. I don't know. Maybe it is that fucking bad. I don't know. But I don't think so. All I know is that when situations in your life is contrived from when you were a baby, you shouldn't try and ascribe blame to that person. Because that person, until he becomes fully aware of what's happened to him, and I'm not even fully aware of what's happened to me yet, how? You can give this person normal opportunity to have freedom and free choices. You've meted and measured and fucking carried out everything you've done. Oh, fuck's sake, man. You know, I can go over the same subject over and over and over and over again, but it's classical. It is classical. They, as a species, have no remorse. They have no remorse. They don't know what remorse is. It doesn't factor in their makeup at all. Okay? You know when you get a fish and you look at it and its eyes are dead, there's no emotion coming back at you. Well, it's tantamount to the same thing. They have no remorse. So me going over the fact that they chewed me up when I was a baby is of no consequence. You better have been fucking recording. Oh, shit, man. That's what maybe sat here and I've been fucking recording. You better be taking the piss. 21 watts. Oh, no. It's still streaming. Oh, it is streaming. It is streaming, folks. It is streaming. I don't know how long it's going to take to upload this video. I don't know. How long whatever's going to take to happen, whatever, whenever. Not long, I hear. Not long, I hear. Listen, another thing as well. If, like me, you were stupid enough to have a bit of a checkered past, because you have to understand, my rebellion started in the home. Okay? I've never been sat on the knee and told that I've been loved, hugged. Do you understand? These things were taken away from me. I was deprived of these things. And then I was mutilated as well. And not only that, my siblings are not my siblings. They're fucking weirdos. Do you understand? They recognize and see that I'm different from them. And I can't see that they're different from me. I do now. I know they're different from me. They're all different from me. I forgot the point I was making. Now I had a little drink as well to wet my whistle. Because I just didn't know what to fucking drink. Buy at the shop. It's such... when you think about it, when you go to the shop, yeah, Nisa down here, I'm sorry, but when you go there and you have a look at the choice of, how would I put it? The choice of their produce, and I mean everything. It's like I've just taken a shit. Everything. They've got them JoJo's, them chocolate drinks. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what the fuck's in that to get it that thick and that colour? And then I'm looking at Coke. You know they put human embryo fucking and boost up the flavour and all that shit from the fucking. And then I'm looking at the grapes and I'm thinking, but the grapes are fucked with. Come on, all right? They're easily fucked with grapes. All right, they're fucked with strawberries. And then I looked at the kumquats. I must have looked at everything in the shop, and it was just one disgusting reel after another. I don't know if you get it, but when you go into a shop, you go into their boutique. Everything is for them and their flavoring and their like. Do you understand? Yeah? And when you start to realize what you are and how different you are, from them, you start to look at these things and you think, what the? The things are as weird as they are. Trust me. I don't mean it in the way that you think I mean it. I mean it's how they've made it. They know the truth of all the stuff they've done to the stuff. Do you understand? None of it's natural. It's disgusting. Oh, the rice isn't good for you, and I eat too much of it. I've got black peppers in there. I've brought myself ingredients. I don't know if they've fucked with the ingredients since I've been here, or whether they don't need to fuck with the ingredients since I've been here, or whether the radiation in the fucking house will take care of the ingredients. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know. I realise as well, I can't order takeaways. What the fuck have they been feeding me? Eh? Oh, taking dumps in my food, probably. Listen, let them laugh. Yeah. Because laughter, unless it echoes back, and even when it echoes back, it only has a ceiling. It dissipates like everything else. Yeah? Only the fruit, the good fruits from the good tree will prosper. Yeah? Trust me. Only the fruits from the good tree. They want you to feel like a criminal if you're like a led down the path idiot like I was. If you've got any smitten of a criminal past, or you've been stupid enough to go to the psychiatrist, well, they'll physically try and use that against you. And once they realize that they can't, and they can't trap you with all the stuff that they used to do, well, they start to, I don't know, get a bit stupid. There's some of them that go on like there was one tonight. I mean, he could say he was in control of his car. Okay, it's the way he did it. Um, all I can say is he was milliseconds away from killing himself because I was strapped in the back passenger side of the car. I don't always sit in the same place. Sometimes I sit in the front, sometimes I sit in the back, but I always got my fucking seatbelt on, trust me. Where my man drove up, he could, I don't know, probably done it deliberate or not, but all I know, he was very near to flipping himself out. It happened that fast, the taxi driver didn't even fucking realise until it was nearly done. I saw him coming. But hiya. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
You alright?
What?
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fine.
Okay. Um, oh, I'll give you another example of the manipulation. It's okay for people to do blogs all the time. Walking in supermarkets, cameras going live, taking blogs, walking up to people on the street, asking them questions. If the people don't want to be filmed, they say no, and then the camera's turned away from them. And this is done on people's phones and blogs all the time. People do blogs all the time. Right? They blog all their lives, all day in, day out. They get in a taxi, they blog. Do you get me? They get on a plane, they blog. You get me? Blogging. Uh, anyway, they're trying to get funny about it, but at the end of the day, I, they're going to get funny with me, then I'm going to use blogging as an example, and I'm going to bring up all the blogs that are on the internet, trust me. And you're going to see a lot of people that haven't agreed to be on these films. So if they're going to do me, I think they're better doing them. Do you get me? As well. I'm not the one who sets precedents. I'm not the one who makes up these terms. I'm not the one who invented these cameras and phones. I'm not the one who plays with words. Oh, dear me. Here's some thoughts. I think I'm going to have a bag of chips. Oh, okay. You can feel, I mean, I can say there is no pain other than the pain that you're trying to submit me to. So go away. Go away. There is no pain in my head apart from the pain that you're trying to submit to me to. I know some of that does work, TIs. I tell you now, some of that does work because some of the pain, this is suggestions. Yeah, it is actually one night. Uh, listen, everything has a basis and a truth. Okay, I don't know what made me do this, but one night up in Cleckeaton, I started sleeping with them in between both the mirrors on the bed. And I've come to realize that they know the second my either they know the second my eyes are open because of the light that comes out of them, or my aura changes, or it's both. But the ones that are in control of me allow me when I'm asleep for my soul to come up to consciousness without them being aware, without my aura changing, without my eyes giving off light until it's too late for them to realize that I'm seeing them. Trust me. It happened with Zelda here the other night. I caught her wide open. She was performing an act and she was doing it for quite a few fucking seconds before she knew I was watching her. And she turned around and went to sleep. Yeah, magic. I've caught Katie doing it. Oh yeah, yeah. I always used to wake up with bruises on my face. Katie, Katie's done something like that as well. And what I'm on about the suggestions. When I was up in the flat, I woke up and they didn't realize, and they carried on chanting. I couldn't make out what they were chanting. Right? And it wasn't that the mirror had reflected, yeah, reflected the voices so much like 10 voices became 20. There were like 30 or 40 voices, or probably even 50. Yeah. And it became refracted, that's the word, by the mirror. Right. So then there became more. But the point of it was the words were bouncing backwards. Whatever it was they were doing was bouncing backwards in between the mirror, and its power had gone. Only its energy was there. There was not power for it for me. It was just bouncing in and between the mirror, and I could hear it. I could hear what they were doing, and they were chanting above me when I was asleep. Okay, so sleep's not a good idea. If you can get away with not doing sleep, don't do no drugs. I'm not even sure sleep's a reality. I'm pretty sure sleep's another one of their lies. I'm pretty sure we don't need to sleep. Trust me, TIs, I know what I'm talking about. I think death and I think sleep above bullshit. At both points, they're able to draw energy from us. When we're asleep, they're able to draw energy from us. And if you fear death, right, or fear, full stop, they're able to draw energy from that. Trust me. They draw energy from negative things. You think about what gang stalkers do, right? Is any of it positive? No, none of it's positive. You wander across the cul-de-sac, right, and they're mocking you, yeah? It's to make you have negative thoughts. Ah, bastards, this, that. This is why I've been saying, right, for weeks now, I give you nothing, neither good nor negative, neither bad nor positive energy. You mean nothing to me. I have no thoughts of harming you, greeting you, cursing you, wishing you well. You mean nothing. This is why I draw my curtains, and they act like it's Christmas, and they get up on it, and their scooters and their cars and peep peep and all sorts of strange shit. And just now, I had one of my neighbours stood at like my hedge, right, staring straight in my house, right, how would you put it? Stepford wives, man, just like a Stepford wives. Trust me. Yeah, just like she's possessed, staring in at my house. And she can see that I can see her. Do you understand? She can see that I can see her. Yeah. I think part of the purpose is so that she can scream and shout, he's got me on camera, he's got me on camera, he's in his house filming me, I'm out in the street, and he's filming me inside his house on his phone camera. Or some shit. I didn't actually film her. Can't be arsed with that. I just looked at her and asked her if she was all right because apparently she plays like psychotic, like Zelda does. They're not psychotic, them bitches down there. Yeah, trust me. I don't even think women. I don't. I said it the other night. I don't. I'm being honest. I don't. I don't fucking. Yeah, the phones are intuitive, people. Trust me, the phones are intuitive. Probably 99.9% of all the characters that I'm seeing are all made up. No, it's all bullshit. And all the bouncing back information is just that bouncing back information. Perhaps all the shit that I'm hearing and getting back is stuff that's come out of my mouth, but in a very sophisticated way, if you get me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, oh, Batty, oh. I know whatever it is they're doing, they're messing. Well, I've done it partially to my own neck by laying in the same position all the time. And I think they've done something to the bed because that's where I would. That's where I was. So, and plus the LED lights give off a certain radiation, don't they? Which they don't tell you about. And plus the radiator is there, which is giving off an EMF field as well. And a third of the way up the window's giving off an EMF field as well. Okay. Now, there's a lot more. It's just not just the house, but they've actually hacked my accounts, hacked my life, and shit that I buy online. Yeah. They fucking sabotage it. They sabotage it deliberately. They fuck with the sizes, they fuck with the orders, and they tamper with electrical stuff. They embed stuff in it. You know what I mean? And then later on, they'll tell you they want a bill for it. You see, I'm with BT. BT, they can't bug my phone, okay, without the phone provider knowing about it. These are live, LIVE telephone lines, okay, like pulses. You have to connect to one of those pulses to be able to hack my phone. Right? You need a warrant. You need authority to do that. Okay? So BT know my phone's hacked. And every quarter they want a bill. Yeah? slapped about the head and fucked up the ass. It's a joke, really. But at the end of the day, you know what it is? I don't mind. Because I'm not working, for one. And for two, this fiat fucking economy is bullshit. Does anybody feel any sense of worth in this fucking thing? Because I don't. I don't feel like I'm worth anything. I feel if I take my hand to something, where's that thing gone? How come I can't apply myself as a tradesman, right? Build my own yard and my own fucking wall around my yard and call this my kingdom, right? I said to my neighbor now, right, all right, let's exchange for something. Let's do something, you know what I mean? And listen, I'm not talking primitive bartering and shit. I'm talking about a person's worth. We're not worth shit. You're worth whatever the fucking bank tells you you're worth. And the government tells you your wage is worth. And that's it. Yeah? What happens when that currency's gone? What are you worth? Where do you apply your worth? Do you recognise your worth? No. Because all your worth is what the bank and the government say. I can reiterate that all day. Fucking insane, man. This system's insane. They're insane. It's not working, it's broken. It's fucking broken, mate. Eh? Crazy. World War One was a fucking fix. Just to eliminate people. World War Two was a fucking fix. Just so that they could experiment and eliminate people. And every war has been a fix. Just so that they can exterminate and manipulate people. Manipulate, exterminate, and experiment. Seize, manipulate, control, and experiment. That's a murder. That's it. And I don't mean some wars. I mean every war. Okay? This goes back to the Alana thing. This goes back to my mum and dad thing. This goes back to me being incapable. I don't give a fuck. You come to me about your God. You tell me you're God and I must sacrifice my son or I must do this to my son. Who are you? Who are you? I think my principles are mightier than who you are. I think my principles are mightier than the sum of you. I think you need to get the fuck behind me. Who are you? I don't recognize that thing as my... How can I do that to my son? Are you mad? Listen. From the time that is your response, you've got to realize that all those that bow to that are like that. And you are different from them. Don't appeal to them. You'll get no sympathy from them. Sympathy isn't a part, and I will reiterate, a part of their makeup. It is not in their genome. Do you understand? Sympathy and pity isn't a part of their makeup. It's not how they operate. They just do. Let me tell you something. It is becoming increasingly difficult for them to do what they want to do. Because the flesh they can subject to whatever the shit they want to. Okay? Which they have done. They have all the license they want. What is inside the flesh is their true objective. And has always been their true objective. And with realization, with your eyes opening, you realize that, I mean, come on. I mean, I think there's something even more than that going on. Okay? Because it doesn't feel real. Is that crazy? Pain. I can feel the pain. But the pain, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. It feels like a secondary thing, like everything is false, like this is a representation of how it should be, but it's not real. The pain isn't real. There's something even bigger than this cloaking field going on. I know there is. I'm telling you there is. Oh yeah, there is. There's something fucking going on, alright. It's like when they were at the door, the psychiatrist, they didn't do it deliberately. All of them at the same time, inwardly, mentally, they went, see. At the same time as the one behind me went, see. But they didn't realize, I don't think. See, when you're like that, then I think you can like say things and physically, say something mentally and physically react to it. Like if I would say something, I'd probably you know what I mean? Some things are physically, you can, the body action corresponds with what I've said. And I believe that they didn't realize what they did the other day because they all did it in unison. They not only said, when I said I don't trust you, the doctors, nurses, ambulance, fireman, any uno, you're all authority. I don't trust any of you. They all went, see. But they didn't all just go see and the one behind me. The bodies actually moved in fucking unison as well. I'm telling you, they give themselves away. I'm telling you they do. Unless that was a choreographed fucking move, but I don't think so. Because they just looked like a bunch of vampires to me when they did that. But I'll be honest, how you'd see a bunch of vampires go, that's how they looked. That's how they were going into me. Freaky, man. Freaky. Oh, freaky. What more you want for me to learn? I'm not talking to you lot. I don't know what more you want me to learn now. How much longer I must be here. But I know all is done at your will. All is done at your timetable. So all I can do is have patience and humility and hope and pray that you don't find me wanting. Because I don't think you will. I don't know. I don't even know if that made sense. Which I don't think it did. There's something else going on here, man. I'm telling you. Unless it's just this fucking field that's making me think something else is going on. There's an interdimensional thing to this, I'm not even going to mention what I saw any of the other, a while ago. I'm not going to even mention. Hey, I've got some more videos to upload. I've got the scary monster one to upload.